early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. This season underway as toe meets leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lacey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Using his legs, it's Cook. There he goes! Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that.
He's going for a big play downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosion.
Touchdown, Sooners! First points of the day are on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we snow. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, it's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that 1st down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
The Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Knight. The quick out. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
They'll ride Davis here. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The give to the left. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Makes the catch. It's Cook. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Cook. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
And that's exactly what you call complimentary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He wants to change this route. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Snagged on the outside, it's Thomas. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move.
The ball carried by the quarterback. Loss of 2. Coming up, 4th down.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough to lead up to 5 in the second quarter.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do some...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using a speed. Good play call.
Leaves it with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Now the pitch. Fights off a defender. He now has 56 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you roll. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Flying down the left side. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to Davis. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on second down. Quick completion to the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Kansas State has it first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Dumps it off in the flats. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kansas State. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Leading by one, they'll go ahead and go for two and try to make it a field goal game. He gets in there for the two-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are